Super Idol di Charo, donate me to 10 by Chung for the
Helldivers 2 kind of fell off. I mean, as you can see the tweet, PlayStation Bros, what happened? That's actually Left 4 Dead 2 came out a decade ago, a literal decade ago. Holy shit. And it's doing better than Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 only been out for 4 months, 4 5. You know, that's kind of crazy. Um, you know, holy shit. It was like player count this, dead game that, you're the most miserable people on the planet. Either enjoy the game or don't. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, but if he wants to voice his opinion, let him. Like you know. But it is actually a PlayStation Bros what happened type of situation because holy shit. Um, and then dude says nothing makes me happier lately than watching Helldivers 2 player count keep dropping after they ruined it. It was a great game for the first couple months. Yeah, for me, it was only a great game, you know, for the first 2 hours. that's that's pretty much it. Um, and I will say that it's not surprising why, you know, I don't know why he's actually asking like what happened. A lot of shit happened. A lot of shit. But there is a couple reasons for this happening right now. There's two main reasons, okay? One is that Sony, I keep saying, why the fuck did I say Sony? Sony kind of fucked up with the whole, oh, you're just gonna have to make a PlayStation account to play it, you know, and all that other bullshit. So that was reason number one. Um, Reason number two, Helldivers isn't a great game. And it's really not a game. It doesn't have that much content, okay? It's something that doesn't, you know, keep me coming back. There's nothing that would keep me coming back to the game. That's why I only had like recorded on Steam. I have like 3.4 hours on that bitch. So yeah, at first it was a little fun when I got into the game. And then after I played like my second or third mission, I'm just like, oh, it's one of these. Okay, like it's one of these games, you know? And I thought it kind of wouldn't be because I saw a lot of like hype around it, like a lot of memes and shit just because of how unique the game is and like the advertising and shit. Like the devs, you know, they be like fucking around and shit. Like democracy and all that fucking America type bullshit, you know? They're pretty based too. And they're all pretty cool. But the game just, you know, it doesn't I mean, it doesn't really hold up low key. Like it's fun if they added. Here's the thing: it needs more content. Okay, it needs more content. I mean, it's a $40 game. You could argue, but $40 game. You know, it's still it felt like a free to play game. You know, it really did. That's why I kind of dropped it because I'm just like, oh, okay, so you're doing the same shit over and over again, you know, repeatedly. It's like a cycle, you know. You go to the planet, do this mission, and boom, you're done. And then sometimes you're like repeating a mission too. But it's like the same shit over and over again. It's kind of mid, you know. There is like somewhat of a story to the game, but it's not really present. You know, it's like Overwatch. You know, it's in the background, right? You don't really give a shit about that half the time. You know, just kill the bugs and the fucking robots and shit. You know, fuck them bots, fuck them bugs. But yeah, so there's that, you know. It's just the same thing over and over again. There's really nothing else to the game. I like how I think like the battle pass thing, you know, is actually free, so it's just like leveling up, I think. Or there is a store too, but you know, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's really, you know, that doesn't really determine whether it's a good game or not. It's really just like the content in the game. Like, sure, have a battle pass and shit. You know, I hate battle passes, whatever. I think it was free though, unless there's like a pay version. But anyways, that's not really what kept me from the game. What kept me from the game was because it's just boring. I got bored really quickly. I only played and like hopped on the game like twice. Once on stream, and then second time I stayed on for like an hour and a half, you know. That's where I got that 1.4 hours from. The first time it was like 2 hours on stream, the other, you know, yeah. But it's just like it's boring. You know, it's bland. It's the same thing over and over again. And granted, you know, it's a very unique game. You know, I like the premise of it, the environment. like the style, you know, I like the combat's cool, you know, whatever, sure, but it's just like one of those shooting games that, you know, I don't know, maybe you get like 20 new shooter games on, I don't know, any type of console, any type of, you know, platform every year, and most of the time they're free to play, and there's only really like one mode you're doing the entire time, you know, like you're just like going into multiplayer, and it's just the same thing over and over again, and there's nothing extra, right, you know, and you know, you could say, oh, but Halo does that. Not really. Well, Halo has a campaign, you know, Halo has a campaign. Multiplayer for Halo is also good. But Halo didn't die because of that. It died because they removed the content from the game, and they slapped the fucking infinite word on there, Halo Infinite, with like, I would say even more than 50% of the content removed from like Halo 5, but I mean, shit. So all in all, like, and overall, I would give it like a shit. I don't know, because it only stayed on for like 3.4 hours, you know, and I realized what type of game it was. It was one of those free to play, annoying games, you know, and it wasn't free to play, but it had the same style as it. It just cost $40. I just wasn't. I wasn't gonna stay for that. I wasn't gonna waste my time on that, you know, playing maybe for another week or two at most, probably like another week or two, just wasting my time, you know, just doing chores basically. It was getting to the point where I was feeling like I was playing Valhalla, you know, it's just doing the same shit over and over again. But anyways, yeah, it's a pure. I mean, it really depends on like if you like those type of games, you know. I'd give it like a 6, low key. Yeah, I'd give it a. Why is Tom Kenny trending? Did he die? Did he? I can't trust if people are randomly trending on Twitter. Like I feel like they died or some shit. That's what happens like a lot of the time. But anyways, I give it like a 6 or a 7. No more than a 7, right? Because it's just the same shit over and over again. I got fucking bored, you know. And the game's not bad. It's just content is bland, in my opinion. From what I saw, I don't even think I think I did do everything in the game. I mean, you know, 3.4 hours. But yeah, I just saw right through it, and I couldn't play anymore. That's pretty much it. Like I couldn't get through with it. Like I couldn't. So that's what I think. It just wasn't one of those types of games. You know, I was surprised because the hype, you know, everyone was hyping it up and the memes and shit, but it turned out to be excruciatingly mid. And what made it worse was because, what's it called? Of Sony, you know? Console player, but her... God forbid anybody enjoy anything. I mean, like... I mean, I think it's kind of valid, though, because it was one of the, you know... I would say popular games in the beginning of the year, and it just fell off. So, I mean, you can blame Sony, but you can also blame the way the game was designed, you know? I mean... It's just one of those games, you know, there's nothing else to the game. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So overall, reason why I dropped the game was because I got bored, and it looked like one of those, or it felt like one of those free-to-play games. You just do the same shit over and over again, and you get like just, I don't know, like a new outfit or something, and it got boring. It got boring quick, so that's it. What do you think about Helldivers 2? I mean, no hate to the game. Like, I enjoyed it for the first hour or two. 2 might be pushing it, but yeah, it's just one of those games. I mean, it depends. Like I'm saying, if you're like a skibbity toilet Fortnite motherfucker, you'll most likely like it. But if not, you know, you probably won't like the game. So I'd give it final score 6.5. Let's be fair. Let's put a 0.5 on it. You know. It just doesn't, it needs more content. It needs more shit to do, in my opinion. Maybe they added some more shit now, but it's just, Shot
at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2. Just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. I don't wanna fuck this bitch, she smell like poo-poo.